The Game Awards of 2023 have officially concluded, and I can conclude after sitting there and watching 3+ hours of the Game Awards that it is officially not worth watching the Game Awards for 3+ hours. And I'm going to tell you why right now. We're going to have a fun discussion talking about the Game Awards of 2023 and my overall thoughts and opinions on it. Let's go! So I want to preface this though by saying if you didn't watch the Game Awards and you still plan on it, to go ahead and click away, because I am going to talk about some major spoilers for some things that were announced, and obviously the Game of the Year winner and all of that stuff. So consider this your warning right now. You can click away if you don't want me spoiling that for you, but I'm pretty certain you have probably heard of these things, so I'm not too worried about that. It's agonizing, okay? The Game Awards is just one of those things that if I were to give it a scale from 1 to 10 every year, regardless of what they try to do to keep the show interesting, I feel like it always drops around the 5 out of 10 range. And the reason being is because of the way they deliver everything. And what I mean by that is the pacing is just always off. There are some things that always feel incredibly rushed and some things that feel like they take too long. And the things that take too long are usually very excruciating things. Take, for example, the weird, and I mean weird, Alan Wake 2 theatrical musical adventure thing they did. I mean, that thing took like 5+ minutes, and the entire time I just found myself going, what is happening? Why is this a thing? What is going on? What was the point? And when it finished, I still don't know the answer to these questions. It didn't feel like it needed to be here. And then the other infuriating thing, I don't think Jeff Keighley understands this. It's called the Game Awards, okay? It's not called the Ad Awards. It's not called the desperately drop as many trailers to try to promote as much hype as possible awards, because 75% of these trailers none of us care about, Jeff. It's called the Game Awards. If you focused more, condensed it down to an hour and a half, at most 2 hours, and focused on actually celebrating the games that are being nominated, this show would be a lot more entertaining, and then actually drop meaningful, exciting trailers, not just everything that you possibly can, because then it just becomes this hosh-posh of a bunch of things. Well, like I said, most of us won't care about because it's just too much stuff. It's just a dump of information. I mean, I can't tell you how annoying it is to see so many categories get condensed and just rushed on through. For example, they had RPG of the Year and Racing Sports Game of the Year and 2 other things, and they just said, and the RPG of the Year nominees are this, and Baldur's Gate 3 wins. And then the Racing Sports thing was this, and then this thing won. And then the Fighting Game of the Year was this, and Street Fighter 6 won. They didn't give them their chance to go up to the podium and accept it or talk about their game or what it meant. It was just a quick, here's the winner, everybody clap, let's go on to the next Game Award now. And that to me is the big issue here. Maybe I'm crazy, but I actually wanted to hear all of these awards and these people that made these games go up and talk about what it means to them to win this award and talk about the game that they spent all that time working on. It would have been cool to have a representative from Capcom go up there and talk a little bit about Street Fighter 6 and what it means to them and thank their teams and get that type of vibe. I mean, it is called the Game Awards, right? But when Jeff Keighley's just over there doing here's a quick breakdown of all of these Game Awards, and then just dishes them out and doesn't give any of them really their proper amount of time or their chance to shine individually, it just makes it feel like the games themselves that were nominated don't actually matter, but just the ads do, just the promotions do, just all of that sponsored content does. And that to me is just a really bad look. As a matter of fact, what's interesting is I was messaging my friend, shout out to you, Fern, you're so fun to talk video games with all the time, buddy. But he messaged me at the very end of the whole thing, he said, finally, the one thing I'm here to see, the orchestra that celebrates the 6 games that received the Game of the Year nomination. He said that is always the best part of the entire show, and you know what? I have to agree with him. I thought that was actually the best part of the show, and you want to know why it was the best part of the show, Jeff? It's because they focused on the games. It focused solely on the video games that were nominated in 2023 for being the best games of 2023. And when you focus on actually celebrating those games, that's when I start to care. So maybe what I should do going forward is not watch the Game Awards, but instead just tune in for like the last 15 minutes, because then I can actually feel like they're doing what they claim to be doing at the beginning of the show, where they say they're going to celebrate video games and all of the nominations of 2023, and then it actually feels like it does that in an appropriate manner. But hey, that is just me, and now, as always, I'm going to pass the question off to you guys. What did you all think about the Game Awards of 2023? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Were you happy with Baldur's Gate 3 winning Game of the Year? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below, and as always, I will see you on the next one. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout, and take care, guys. Let's go to 2024 now and see what good games await us there.